Traditional ways of schooling will not be considered because they're going to be open into brand new worlds, and you can go into space, and you can go into the size of a molecule, you can walk all around. So how do you plan to also control that? Second thing is that, will there be options with wearing a VR headset as well as a form of 2D? Because I'm just imagining that schooling for 6, 7, 8 hours, having a heavy headset also seems a little bit damaging on the child's skull, or on, on the child's head. And also, we don't know the statistics of whether it will cause eye damage due to the fact that there's a lot of muscle twitching and muscle moving around.
I think it's a challenge. I think sometimes you just have to let the kids move or try to incorporate that into the lesson. Doing development, and you can also limit how far they can move around, maybe creating like collisions and bubbles and making it more of a static experience. I don't know if Lowell, if you have any, they need to get it out, like fidget toys kind of thing.
I'm hearing from more and more teachers who want to recreate their classrooms in VR. And first of all, recreating their classroom, my first question is why? And they go, well, because I want it to be familiar. Okay, I want it to look like what they're used to seeing. Well, what we've found is that after 5 to 15 minutes in something that they've seen before, their next question is, why? People say, well, I'm in VR. I don't want to see something I've already seen before. And it encourages boredom and frustration because we're in VR. So honestly, why can't I fly up in the air and talk to somebody up here? What is going on? Does that work?
I think you're right in the sense that the traditional schooling is good for initial meetup in a familiar place to do things like attendance and ask how everybody's doing, and then to say, all right, so today we're going to be going to a science lab, or today we're going to be going to an artist place, because people do like feeling like they belong somewhere. The best place to be in is home. I mean, you want to go to different places every day, but you want to come to a place of familiarity. So it does make sense. But in saying that, we also thinking about how we were brought up. And if we brought up our kids without the traditional forms, there would be new tradition being formed, which the old ways will be eradicated and the new ways will be adapted. And then they will be talking about how their grandparents went to this traditional school. So I think it works on however way you want to bring up the kids.